being forced out of her role as part of the ongoing dispute at the top of the organisation. In a statement today, Barbara Bond criticises the university's Board of Governors for the way they're running the university and for their decision to effectively suspend the Vice-Chancellor, Wendy Purcell, last month. The university denies dismissing Mrs Bond. Well, our correspondent Neil Gallagher is following the story and is with me now. Let's start with Mrs Bond. Who is she?
Well, she's held a number of senior positions at the university. She's a former chairman of governors, and recently she's had this ambassadorial role, which is really what a pro-chancellor is. She's also an MBE. Now, her role as pro-chancellor came to an end last month, but she says that she had been asked by Wendy Purcell as chief exec to do another term. Now, the university is saying today that her role simply came to its natural end. She says it was brought to an end.
And Barbara Bond has been criticising the Board of Governors for their handling of the Wendy Purcell affair.
Essentially, yes. At the heart of this is a quite bitter dispute, it would seem, between the Chief Executive or Vice-Chancellor, Wendy Purcell, and the Chairman of her Board of Governors, Judge William Taylor, retired judge. Now, Wendy Purcell was placed on leave by the Board of Governors last month. We don't yet know why. Today, Barbara Bond is calling on the board to reinstate Wendy Purcell before, as she puts it, they do any more damage to the university. Mrs Bond says that she has long-standing concerns about what she calls questionable governance practice at the university, and she also claims that the board lacks the experience to deal with the ambitions and development of the university under Wendy Purcell's leadership.
And I gather Mrs Bond has been in dialogue with the university's regulators.
Yes, Barbara Bond says she went to see the regulator HEFCE with her concerns, and she has in fact served on HEFCE's leadership advisory committee, so she plays quite a key role in this saga.
And what's the university said today?
Well, the universities say they strongly refute any suggestion that the governance of the university is in crisis. They point out that HEFCE visited the university in June and found insufficient evidence to investigate Barbara Bond's complaints for themselves. Now, we do know that HEFCE did recommend the university to have an external review of governance, which is still to be carried out. But the university are pointing out that HEFCE have confirmed that this case against Wendy Purcell is quite properly something for the university itself to investigate. Now, that case is still going on, no sign of it concluding. We watch this space.
OK, Neil, thank you very much indeed.
South West Fishing